church by the 18th century, and the big celebration they made it when they commemorated in 1829. There is a one and a half hour, no? It's enough. The Yucatán Peninsula, no? All the area. That happens that remember the phreatic level is 30 meters to here. So the Mayas make an elevation by all the city, and in the places that they find it this far, they cover with the stucco and they make cisterns, churturs for catching water.
Oh.
Maya, my friend. The sound of the shell is synchronized with the sound of the spirit. Is the reason because they usually in the rituals use the sound of the shell. See? In this place, you're gonna see two lines of stones. See? They mark the path to communicate Ekʼ Balam with Chichen Itza. This one, if you continue to straight through the forest, you can continue. And in Ekʼ Balam, we can find that 14 of these kind of paths. In Chichen Itza, we find the 38, and in Koba, we find the 29. So they are communicated between them. See? With the paths between the forests. See? It's the way that they're doing. The Mayan people call it sakbe. Sakbe. Sak means white and be means path. The white path. It's the kind of paths that they usually use. In a moment, in the main temple, in the main area, In the time of the rebellion of the Mayas, what after the conquest of the Spanish, the Mayas hidden in places like this one, so they make walls or they make murals, see, for protect them. And many of the stones of the temple was taken for doing that. We can know that these ones are restored because when we have one restoration of the walls, usually behind to the main bricks or the big ones, we put the small ones, see, like this one. So that means that it was made by the archaeologists, not by the Maya. Okay? Because you're gonna be Mayan experts. This one is the tree of the Mayas. As we call it La Ceiba. La Ceiba usually have 13 branches into the top, 9 group of the roots into the bottom, and is the holy tree by the Mayas. Like this tree usually have 13 branches into the top, represent the 13 heavens, the 13 steps for the heaven. We're gonna get in the archaeological side, please. We're gonna make a half circle for here the explanations. Please checking that there's not a hole beside you or a nest, see? And if you're standing up in a root and your root moving is not a root. Like you see the path the main wall, okay, until the main entrance. In the main Mayan cities, they usually put the arch, and the arch is like I give you the welcome to the entrance of the city. A difference like the Mayan arch and the Roman arch is like in the Roman arch, the stone key carrying all the way into the stone key into the top. This one is two independent walls, and into the top they put on the top. See, like I usually we cross through here. But the stones are have a little stage. We're gonna move around and we're gonna pass through that, but you can see the original like you can see here, okay, they usually use the wood. In this case, is the chewing gum tree. It's the hardest wood that we have. See, and for the restoration, they doing like this. It's a simulation like they doing. Remember, all this part was restored. So this is the hardest restoration. This is the reason because between the big groups, you see small stones. See, that means that we make the restoration. See, in the place you can see the original stucco, like here, or like here. Look in this part. Even you can touch it if you like. See, you can touch it. It's the original stucco. All the place looks like this, and now you can imagine all the place like this, and all the plastic. See, completely, all the floor can be or looks like this. See? When the people pass through here, they usually use these things, but they put some kind of painting, and the people usually was painting when they pass through there, and it's the way that they show you or show the people that somebody have it or pass through the main entrance, see, in the city. This way. Look, this is the chili plant. See? We have a lot of them in this area. See? And look this beautiful Mayan temple over there. You see? Yeah. Oh. Mayan temple like this. See? The temple is the top. You can see all it's like a mountain. See? When the city was abandoned and the birds bring in the seed and they make food, the iguanas, the animals, the trees growing up into the top. The leaves usually falling down there and they become in soil. After they become in soil, put the trees growing up into the top of the trees, and it's the way that you can see the majority of the Mayan temples. Lindbergh may describe these temples, see, maybe in place, like a little mountains, little hills. See, 600 buildings in Ekʼ Balam are ready for to be restored like this. In this place, we have one of the styles of Ekʼ Balam. They use two kinds of styles. Maybe the two kinds of styles that Ekʼ Balam used in his construction was representative by the two kingdoms who they are friends or they are have alliance. In the top side over here, you're gonna see the original stucco. See? And remember, in the place that we can see the original stucco, we can see the small bricks. Is some structures that we have the restoration. Obviously, all this corner and all this corner have a restoration too. In the top, you're gonna see some numbers over here or numbers in that part over there, because these numbers the archaeology used for make the restorations. In 21 of March and 21 of September, the sun appeared in this line. See, in this direction, the sun appeared here. 21 of December, the sun appeared in this line. You see this in this line appear. Even if you see follow the movement of the sun, you can see the sun into the top. 21 of June, the largest day, the shortest night, is in this position over here. See? Entonces remember, between each movement of the sun, we have 91 days. That is the plus of the 13. It's the movements of the sun. See? We find it 7 Mayan ball games still in Ekʼ Balam. In Chichen Itza we find it 13, and in Coba we find it 17 Mayan ball games. It's the first Mesoamerican sport that we have in the area in America. And this place in the middle, you can see the earrings. And the normal Mayan ball game like this one, the capitan staying to the top, the another 6 in the bottom. They usually use protectors in the arms, in the elbows, in the shoulders, in the knees, in the hips. And when they put the ball in movement, see, the ball, they can take the ball with his hands and with his feet. So they try to pass the ball to the captain. Imagine the sport like a rugby, basketball, the sport that you can imagine, but without the hands and feet. When they pass the ball to the captain with his protector, he puts the ball inside, and is the moment when they have the dots, no? They have the point. For the place in Chichen Itza, the walls are very vertical, and the have a meter. It's approximately at the level to the top of the building. See? It's very, very different like this one, and it's the unique one who looks like this. This Mayan ball game in Chichen Itza was inspiration by Apocalypto, like the movie El Dorado. But the normal Mayan ball game, it looks like this. Inside the ball was made by rubber. See, they usually use the rubber of the trees for made it. And they went to vulcanization, Michelin. They went to Michelin vulcanization. Inside the ball, they usually have 3 stones of obsidian. The most probable thing is like these 3 stones of obsidian is for give balance to the ball in the moment when they both. But according with the energies, the obsidian, when you move, produce energy. Because when they move the ball, they usually produce the energy. In the spiritual meanings, or the spiritual meaning of this game is when you put the ball in movement, you give wild to the cosmos. See, I remember my grandpa had an old clock, and I need to give wild in the night. If you don't give wild in the night, at another day the time stops. Because they believe when they put the ball in movement, they're gonna have, or they're gonna put all this in movement, and they're gonna make that the universe be wild and have better things. Because it's the moment when they usually, and you can imagine the ceiling, the top of the building like a igloo. Okay?
Okay.
Usually in the top of the igloo they have it on a hole, and in this hole that they have it into the top, usually they use the stone with the waste. See, if there is an extreme bathroom, the place for have a seat is in there, and there we have water. When the people put the hot stone, see, inside, when they touch the water, make the spring, and cover here, usually they make this one for rituals. See, If in this place that we call it the Joyas del Seren, in the place that we say that is like Pompeya in America, you find the famous site complete. See? The stream baggage, and we find the little stones. They have a heavy stone to stop all the way to the stream. This side, very hot. Stop have waste, need to release the stream and don't produce too much waste. And a softly stone, like a pumice stone, you need to release a lot of the stream, and the temperature inside is less, so they can control like a thermostat the temperature inside with the waste of the stone. At the moment, it's a unique place that we can climb up into the top. Okay? The emblems that I mentioned you, see, is in this corner over here. Look over there. See, is the emblems in this part. See, the guys who make the restoration. See, we find these emblems in this part. There's two snakes with the mouth open. See, and they usually can see in the bottom. Into the top is the place that you can see all the kingdom around it. We have 3 acropolis like these ones. Inside we have 9. Come close. Inside we have 9 structures, like a big matrushka. See? You can see another one in the right side, another one in the left side. See? And we don't have the restoration yet. We are working in the corner of this one, and it's the place that we are making the restoration. When you go up, you can see the stucco. You're gonna see the monster of the earth. This is the representation of the monster of the earth. The monster of the earth is who carved the tomb, who carved the place. Inside, we find a tomb with 72,000 objects made by seashells, conch shells, jade, obsidian, who maybe is a gift from the main king of Ekʼ Balam. See? Entonces the tomb that we find it collapsed. See? And when they make the restoration of the head, they find that Ekʼ Balam, who was represented in some lithographies like a leporine lips, we don't find this king. And later when we find this king, we know that he was the main king. This king, the grandpa, make the foundation of the dynasty, see, the descent. Entonces he used a cetro, like his temple, by the grandpa, by the cetro, and they carving the cetro, and they find this. When they find the tomb inside, they find the cetro, they find the dead, because they know that he was the main king from Ekʼ Balam. When you're climbing up, see, carefully, just middle by side. When you get in this part, you can see the original stucco, and if you like to see the main thing, all the, according to the legend, all that you can see from there, this was the king of Ekʼ Balam. the symbol in his back.
Yeah.
The symbol, see, in his back is this glyph. It is hieroglyphic. It's the symbol of Ekʼ Balam. See, the symbol that Ekʼ Balam have. Look, are the emblems of the cities. See, that have it. This part. This is usually the way that you can see this. And they are the restoration. They are restored.
Yeah.
See? And there, look. There is the original stucco.
Oh.
See, and they make the restoration in all of them. It was covered with the stucco. See?
Yeah.
And there you can see hieroglyphics. We don't find that all these hieroglyphics because all these hieroglyphics was loosened maybe in the time of it was abandoned. So this is the grade of conservation that we have. See, remember we find it like this. See? So we make all this. See? It's
So how did
amazing
they
work.
know that looks like this?
Because the style of the city.
Oh, okay.
Remember, like inside we have another one.
Yeah.
Now nowadays we know that. Now we know the style of it and we try to make the most. Know about this particular style. If you play in dominoes, see? Imagine the place of the dominoes. See? In this part, see? All of them. See, you can see, you play like a domino, no? Like that. And in the corner, gonna be looks like a Christmas tree. See, like a Christmas tree. See, this is the way that they do in usually this kind of style. This is the style that we call it cook. This is the kind of style that they predominate in Ekʼ Balam. Like you say me, no, excuse me, how they know how they're gonna make the restoration. Usually they're gonna do it like this. So if they know that this is the style of Ekʼ Balam, they know what is the style of the front or the like in colonial cities, no? It's something similar. So they usually taken all these stones and like a big pieces of Lego, they put the stones little by little in his place. See?
How long did it take to rebuild?
They begin the restoration in 1899.
1899.
See? No, sorry, in 1989.
1989.
See, after that, the Gilbert Hurricane.
Yes.
See? It's not more than 40 years of restoration. Chichen Itza, we begin in 1920. No, we begin in 1970. It takes a lot of time. Okay? And when take a lot of time, we have a budget. The government have when the one archaeology make one modification of the building, the way to know that we have modified it is because this is a small group between them, a small stone between the different. And you know that they have a modified.
Yeah.
See, but they try to refer with the style of it.
So traditionally they just have big bricks.
You have a piece of cake and you like to know what is the flavor of the cake. The archaeology put a piece. See, and you can see the stairs inside. Here we have a big tree in this part. This is the reason because the roots of the tree made this. But when they take care of the roots and they clean it, they saw that these stairs are complete. And in the next period, by 52 years, they put the second one. This one, we call it Valladolid, they make a tea for the kidneys infections. The eyes, nose, and mouth. This one, for protected, we have one kind of insect to attack the stucco. So they use this kind of thing for protected. It's like the nylon, no? When the ladies use the sock nylon, how you call it? Media? The nylon sock?
Nylon.
The nylon sock, they use the ladies, the things.
Stockings?
When you see that is somebody from the place, you can see the feet. The position of the feet is important. When the feet are like this, like a Charles Chaplin, like this, that means that there is a government, was somebody from the place, somebody who living in the place and he was the main government. And the position of the arms, you can see the position of the arms. See, I'm here, I'm the king, no? I'm in this position. When somebody is in the position, one feet follow to the another one in this position, usually that means that it's somebody who visit us or visit the place. An example, in Chichen Itza, the main god is represented like this. The guy is represented like this because he visits us. He comes to us. That's when Jews find somebody, they doing like this. The name of the guy is here, Ukit Kan Lek Tokʼ. The name of the first city is the top of the date.
Por eso él aquí ya había sido divinizado, prácticamente, ¿sí? Ya había sido divinizado y bueno, ya había muerto. Y pues bueno, también como las piedras eran
Many of the stelas,
fueron
usually when the new government arrives
y
in the
pues
place,
esto,
they destroy
bueno, por un momento los arqueólogos pensaron que Balam había
You
sido
find the big
atacado,
one in three pieces
tomado por
here.
la ciudad.
See the bottom piece,
Como
you
eran
don't find
emblemas,
it.
tenían que
People
destruir
will
las
find
piedras.
this one and this part, and they put in this section.
Y ya cuando
And here you can
encontraron
see
el
another
edificio
government. Tatiana plus Kilakov, one Russian lady, here is into the top. If somebody like to clean it up, and I wait for you here in this part. And I'm going to show you something interesting here. Look, you stand in this part, in this position. See, it feels fresh, the part. But if you pass to this side, you're gonna feel more fresh the place. See, it's like an air conditioner. The cold air inside, see, produces current and they go out. See, is the reason because here you don't feel it too much, but if you are standing up here or stay in the front of the room, you can feel like the freshest. See. Usually, when we make discoveries, so we are looking in the majority of the buildings. The building was made as a whole, side by side, looking for the shoes. But the real, the people usually looking in the base of the stairs. This little box that you see in that car over there, you're gonna see that this box is used for these offers. See? With the sun descending between the two structures, the light of the sun passed like a laser ray and illuminated the stela by the main government. See? By the same in the morning when appeared the sun in there, illuminated another side of the stela. See? And that. In this platform, maybe, or the most important thing is they make the rituals, see, in honor to the gods. And usually the Mayan rituals include the burned incense, see, the incense the people living in the caves many years ago. Because usually the humans, when they living in the caves, for scare the animals who living in the cave, they use they burned incense, and the incense scare away the animals. But nowadays, the incense represent the things for purify, like in the many years ago from the shamans or the Mayas was the spirit. Nowadays, for the scientificals are with the human we scare the animals, especially the mosquitoes. We scare the mosquitoes, and mosquitoes cause a lot of disease, no? Because you scare the bad energy, the bad things, disease and things. See?
The incense.
Cuco is a kind of plant that we use for the constructions in the houses, in the park. See? And this is the kind of plant that we use for the constructions. This part, you can see like a surrounded part. Maybe in the places that you see like little squares over there, they put the reference. This kind of reference can be sticks like this. When they saw the planet appear, they put the letter X, the planet, and they can follow the movements of the planet when they go into the top, and they will follow the movements of them. And usually this part, we believe that they maybe use it like an astronomical observatory. See, it was the place that they made the astronomical calculus. See, 70,000, 90,000 in Tulum, approximately 50,000 living around to the city. The first belt, approximately 5 kilometers, living the novelus, the highest people, and later the rest of the people, the house they don't want to destroy it. The Polaris, the main star, see, and they make the first line. The second line they made it with Venus, because Ukit Kan, the feather serpent, was ascending in the heaven, and they becomes in Venus. Because usually this you can angle by 90 degrees, and all the temples have this orientation, north to south. We find the prehistorical humans, and when we find the prehistorical humans, the difference between them and the Mayan kings, they look like different because they have decoration in the teeth. This decoration in the teeth, like they are usually to modify his heads. See, the Mayan kings modify the heads. See, the prehistoric humans that we find it, see, 36, 40,000 years ago. Looks like this normal, see, but the Mayan kings looks like different, see, and they usually make the decorations in the teeth, and they polish their teeth. Because one of the ways that you can recognize them, see, the difference between the prehistoric human and Mayan king is like this. Maybe a Mayan king can be looks like this, see, little bit different. One of the ways that the Mayan people usually is because they have the, when they are babies, the kings, for make the distinction between them, they make a deformation of the head. See, they smash the heads. See, it's a form way to aesthetic. See, nowadays the Gnostics, the people who knows about the energies, is because here we have the pineal gland. See, the pineal gland is the third eyes. In India, in many places, they represent the third eyes with a dot here. But when we stimulated the pineal gland, we are more susceptible by the spiritual things. See, we are more spiritual. So this is the reason, because the principal priest gonna have the distinction with this one. See, and we know that he is different, no, than the other ones. One of the mysteries about that is that this kind of stone, we don't find it in any part of the planet. We say where they bring in these stones, no? Like all the Mayan kings, see? Even the kings that we find close to El Salvador, see? They have this, because we know that all of them have trade by this kind of stone. Look at oil in Mexico, you know, one of the principal economical activities is looking oil in 1980. A sonar boat found a big crater in the north of the Yucatán Peninsula. They discovered that this was the place that we have this crash of the meteor who caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. See? When we find it, we have it, this meteor, see? In 1980, they taken a satellite picture, see, about that. And if you see, all Yucatán Peninsula are was in the bottom of the sea 65 million years ago. All this area, when we remove the stones, or you see the stones that the machine's moving, all of them are fuels of seashells, conch shells, marine animals. The principal component of the marine animals is the calcium carbonated. It's the same materials that we have in our bones or in our feet. Usually this kind of material, you can see this material because this is porous, like a pumice stone. When we have the rain, see, the water don't stay in the surface. The water leaks to the same level to the sea. But when the water mixes in the surface with the rest